What's going on, y'all? This is the Conscious One coming at you. I haven't done a video, rather an audio, for my subscribers in a long time. I feel it was about time that I did one. They deserve it. Besides, I've gotten like 20 subscribers, 20 more subscribers since the last time I've done an audio. And I just want to thank those people for subscribing to my channel. Most likely, they heard what I said about the scamdemic and the jab. It's most likely why I had 20 extra subscribers, even though I don't make a lot of YouTube videos and stuff like this. But again, just want to thank you guys. I also want to give a shout out to Carcino for keeping it 100 on his channel. I want to give a shout out to Green Wizard, who this video is going to be mostly mostly not copying his video, but I'm just going to talk a little bit about what he was kind of talking about in his video. You guys definitely want to check out a guy called Green Wizard. Definitely go subscribe to his channel because he's definitely talking about real issues. And you know, I think how he's feeling is how a lot of us are feeling these days. Yeah, so I just hit 4,000 on my Uber Eats platform, 4,000 deliveries. Obviously, I'm very proud of myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't be posting this. And then some hater had to bring me down to 99%, even though I've been at 100% for the last 2 months. It's like as soon as I say, okay, I'm finna do this video in 3 days, boom, I go down from 100% satisfaction rate to 99% satisfaction rate. So yeah, that kind of pissed me off a little bit because I strive. I'm a perfectionist. I strive for perfection. I don't settle for any less. So when I see a point drop down on my thing, it's like okay, yeah, it pisses me off a little bit. But yeah, uh, shout out to my cousin who told me, she's a survivor. Yes, she is a survivor. Shout out to the survivors out here. Usually I brag on and on about having 4,000 deliveries. By the way, 4,000 deliveries, that is a lot of soybean oil. Guys, think about that. That is a lot of soybean oil. My God. But usually I spend these audios bragging about, how much I've done. But I'm just going to spend the time talk about, a little bit what Green Wizard was talking about. And it's the fact that, a lot of people who are supposed to be CEOs of company, entrepreneurs, people who's supposed to be managers, people who's supposed to be at higher levels in life. One of the reasons a lot of anger is being built up, which they created, is because you have a lot of people who are working in places, they're working around people they're not supposed to be working around. They in living situations that they're not supposed to be living in. A lot of people should have homes. A lot of people know how to build things, or have the desire to want to build, to want to work on their house, cut their grass, beautify their lawn, and they find themselves. We're talking about older folks, in their late 30s, 40s, people who worked hard most of their life, find themselves in living positions that they know not only that they're not supposed to be in, but that they don't deserve to be in. Um, I give an example. We see this 4,000 deliveries here. Now, I started out working with Uber Eats on a bike, on a regular bike. And I just give you an example, no disrespect to the guys that, I work out there on the field with. But, you know, as we compare our numbers, we all think about it. We all started out there on a bike. But then they see me go from a bike, then they see me go to electric rental bike, then they see me go to a $800 scooter that I paid for, then they see me go to a car just 2 months later. So they see my work ethic. They see me start from the bottom where they was, and then it's like a race. It's like a rat race. Well, who's gonna get to the finish line? Well, it's the person who's not supposed to be actually working with these individuals, being around these individuals that you see winning the race. You see, and then of course it may be a little jealousy with the people who believe that they are on the same level with you. They're wondering, well, how does he got 4,000 deliveries? We started out at the same time, and I only got 1,000 or 2,000. How I'm working my butt off just as much as he is. You see, but there are people in this life that work right now that work extremely hard, and again, they find themselves being around people who may work half as hard as they do. And I don't know about y'all, but in my opinion, the person who works the hardest should be on top, not in the middle, uh, not at the bottom. Okay. And so as these guys I work around out on the field, see, I have all these deliveries. They see me going from this to that to this to that, and and they just like, and then they start to hate on you a little bit. Well, that's because we're not built the same way. We're not cut from the same cloth. Um, I work hard everything I do. But again, as the Green Wizard was talking about, you see these people living in these nice homes, and the hard work that you put in, you're like, well, I'm supposed to have a home too. But no, we're living under this system that's obviously headed towards socialism. They want everybody on the same playing field, and that's a problem because not everybody's the same. Now, at first, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I used to think that maybe socialism was good. Everybody is the same. Yeah, everybody deserves to eat. Everybody deserves to have a roof over their head. Yeah, that's true. But not everybody uh, deserves to have the same things. There are some people out here that just simply work harder, and people who work harder, they need to be living in better places. They need to have their own lawn. They don't need to be living in buildings where it's hundreds of people living in that same, all smushed together. I don't deserve this. I work hard. You see, so there's this anger building up in this world right now. A lot of YouTube videos I look at is people complaining about the same thing that I'm complaining about, and they're upset, and it's like you see a purge coming, and the so-called elites like this because they want all this fighting, they want bloodshed, they want archons collecting all this negative energy. Because you're putting all these people around each other. Birds, not every bird flocks, however you want to call it. You just look at the birds. The pigeons hang with the pigeons. The swans hang with the swans. You don't see swans hang out with pigeons. If you did try to put them in the same place, there will be fighting. There will be bloodshed. You see, so socialism definitely does not work. And in my opinion, people who work hard should have more than people who don't work as hard. It's no disrespect to the people who don't work as hard. It's just simply is we're not supposed to be in the same confines together. It causes problems. You see what I'm saying? And so again, these guys I work with out on the field see that I'm advancing. And of course, you're gonna get a little hate from it, and then it's gonna make the person who work hard like, well, why they hating on me? I work hard for everything I do. You see, so this is what's happening, and they create an environment in this country that's obviously they want bloodshed. They want because they're not gonna come in obviously with tanks and put us in FEMA camps. They're gonna let us just kill each other. They already have that plan designed. I see how the whole script is going. So, for those who working hard, people hopping around from people living out of Airbnbs just because they supposed to be in a home, but they living in Airbnbs. They bouncing from one place to another. Hard-working people can't even work the hard all their life and can't even have what their parents had, a decent home, privacy to themselves. So this is what we're dealing with in this country. So I just want to bring it up. But usually I talk positive about myself, but I just have to keep it real about this is what's going on in the world today. And only the strong survive, folks. And for those who are working hard, I mean, there are people who work harder than me. Do those people deserve it more than me? Absolutely, they do. Absolutely, they do. Uh, whatever you putting out, you're supposed to receive. You see, and the worst thing is you know, you putting out all this energy, you're not receiving the currency that based off the energy that you putting out. That's the word. I can't think of nothing uh, worse in the world. That just makes you want to give up. But we survivors, we don't give up. To my people out there, hardworking folks, man, keep working hard. This shit is gonna be resolved real soon. I promise y'all. And just remember, only the strong survive, folks. Y'all take care out there. This is the Conscious One. Peace.